All right. Hello. How's everything?
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Did you want to show? Did you guys talk about any review for tomorrow?
Yes. Let me show. Okay.
It's on Friday. I thought your exam was Friday, by the way.
No, it's Thursday.
Oh man. Okay.
No, you're good.
Let's talk about it.
Let me show you. Okay. So I have two things to show you. So we either do, because we have like a review coding problem that we can do. And I have my notes. He didn't give us like a review sheet, but he technically told us to use our notes as our review sheet.
That's fine. Yeah.
So I don't know which one you think we should do first.
Let's do the first one. The whatever you talked about. We can do both of them. It's 2 hours, so let's talk about the first one first.
Okay. So let me show you. Let me share my screen. This kind of the reason I haven't even done it before I talk to you is because I don't understand what he wants, because he said, okay, can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see your screen. Okay.
So here,
telephone.
It's like he told us to go back to this. He didn't want us to do this assignment, and then he told us to go back to it, to this specific thing.
Okay.
This one that we didn't do. So, it says that the telephone problem is attached below, but it's
I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's not. I remember asking you this question because you showed me this, and then I don't see it here. You didn't send me anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't.
So where is it? Did you ask him?
You know what? We're gonna.
This is not. So he wants you to do that, but he didn't give it to you. That's weird.
Yeah, weird.
What did your other classmates do?
I don't know, because none of them have like done it, because like we don't know where the
Okay.
problem. Oh, before I email him, it might be on Schoology. Let me check.
Okay, let's check.
This is on October 20th. Okay.
Let me see if I can find something. This is probably like a.
Because it shows the non-telephone problem, but that's not the one he wants us to do.
Yeah, we did that one though. We did that one as well. That's the vowels one.
20th. Okay, this. View item.
Let me see this one.
Oh, here.
Oh,
see, he didn't put it in Google Classroom. He put it on this.
Okay.
Okay, so here's the thing.
At least we found it. Okay.
Here.
This way is A, B, C. Okay. Enter the 9. Okay. And screen might look like this. And then here's an example. Your code should display a message indicating there's no matching region for any non-occupied from the user. Okay, we can do this one. I think this one isn't that bad. Do you have to turn this in?
Yes, he wants us to turn this one in before tomorrow.
Okay. Okay, let's start working on it. It's not that bad. It's kind of it's a lot of maybe like if else statements again, and then you might have to do a while loop.
Okay. Also, wait, is this gonna work? Yes, it is. Okay. So I found actually, well, I didn't find it. I asked him yesterday about the easy reader and if there were specific commands that we had to know.
Yeah.
And you know, lucky me, because my luck is so great. I wasn't there when he gave us the commands.
Oh man.
So now I have them. So I will show you real quick so you understand. Okay. Here's the easy reader thing. That's like, these are the 5 things we need, like commands I guess we need to know.
Okay, that's fine. That's kind of similar to, you know, the scanner ones.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I think you've used some of these ones, right? You've used some of them already.
Yeah, I've used some of them. I just haven't used all of them.
Yeah, we can probably touch that once we finish this telephone one.
Okay, cool.
Do you need to do easy reader for this? Or
yes.
Okay.
I don't know, because this one he gave us to one. Wait, let's see. Upload submit Java program.
Oh yeah, you could use easy reader.
Yeah. This is not an interactive program that uses easy reader.
It does involve the use of if else. Yeah, we know that one already.
Okay, so we don't have to use easy reader.
It's not interactive that this is not an interactive that uses easy. Not
okay, we don't use easy reader then.
Okay, we could use scanner, either one.
All right, let's just put Mr. Kim C track. Day is it today? November 4, 2020. Okay. Telephone problem. Okay. I wonder if can I like, no, I can't. See, that's why I hate these PDF things. Okay.
You split your screen? You could probably split your screen.
Oh, wait, I forgot how to do that.
For Windows, I know you can just drag it to all the way to the right and try that, or all the way to the left. Can you do that? Or maybe you have to resize it.
No, I think it's like press and hold this.
Yeah, it's different.
I remember I used to do this maybe I can do it with this.
Let's see.
This. Oh, here, got it.
Okay, good.
Oh, I can't do, I can't use, Dr. Java on split screen, but I put it on a different desktop, so I can just flip through. See, now I forget how to put in scanner. Do I have to declare?
You have to declare your dependencies, yeah. I think it's do you remember which project you did the scanner on?
A lot of them.
Yeah, just refer back to it.
I did the, what's it called? The elapsed time.
Okay.
No, I didn't. That is a lie. Never mind. Close. It was the other one, the year one.
Okay.
It was, oh, I did use it on, I did it on the circle problem.
Okay, let's look at it. The decimal format, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
What about the vowels one?
Is it in here? No. Oh, later date. That's the one I used.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, it's in there.
Import Java util scanner. Okay. Import java.util. My computer is being sensitive today. Scanner. Okay. No, I don't have to suppress it. Yes, I do. Okay. So, design a ready Java application that takes an input as input a single letter and displays the corresponding digit on a telephone. Okay. The screen dialog might look like this. Oh, okay, so they want the user to put in a letter and it'll output the number.
So it's gonna be a little bit involved because there's a lot of like ands, and then because there's a lot of like 2 can be like A, B, and C.
Right.
But, so let's start doing like maybe a while loop, or let me think. Can you read that again? Like there's like some things there that okay, so designer screen dialog might look like this. Your code should display a message indicating that there is no matching digit for any none. Prompt the user with information preceding page. Okay. Then I will tell you what the corresponding digit is in the phone. Oh, actually, hold on. This is not that bad. Enter a single letter, and I'll tell you the corresponding digits. So if it's R, okay.
Whatever it's called, 7.
Yeah. So that first thing, to enter a single letter. Let's system that out, print that first, and then store the input into like an instance of the scanner.
Say that again. System.outprint what?
The very first the very first sentence that they.
Oh yeah, the single letter. Okay.
Yeah. And after that, define the instance, and whatever the input is, put that in the instance.
Please enter a single letter, and you will receive the. Wait, I can't tell. Yeah, it's here. Receive the correspond. Oh my God, spawn. That's 2 R's, right? Correspond. Oh my God, correspond. Is that right? Yes, it is. Corresponding. No, number. I'm gonna be a little extra, and because I do this all the time, I always like to introduce it and then I ask them the question.
That's good.
So I'm gonna fix this. So I'm gonna put please.
This one is saying, I think this one is saying it's supposed to prompt you if the letters are not valid, right? I think it says in the bottom. Okay. Your code should display a method indicating there's no matching digit for any non-alphabetic character entered by the user. Okay.
So they want us to put like a does not compute message.
Yeah. The best way to do that is just do a while loop. So while you're doing, you just wrap it around what we have right now. So we'll do that. So let's worry about this one first.
Yeah.
So okay, after you do that, then you do your instance of your scanner.
So it's. Wait, but don't I have to declare these?
Does it show that, because the screen dialog, it says it might look like this. You could do that. Yeah, maybe you could do that as a string.
Oh wait, I have to put like, because the letter would be a string, right? Because it'd be like string user.
The letter is going to be a string instance, yeah.
User underscore number, or user letter. What do I put after equals?
For this one, I would just put like, oh yeah, you have to define your scanner instance first. So scanner, maybe like input equal new scanner. Do you remember doing that?
So yeah, wait.
That one, yeah.
I was thinking of the
scanner.onUScanner.
Yeah, scanner console. Okay, scanner console equals new scanner. Like that.
System.in. You need to put system.in.
Where?
Inside of the parentheses of scanner.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dot int.
In,
Okay.
that in.
Oh, dot in. Okay.
Okay. And then after this, so you have your scanner instance, and now you're declaring a string, and then you just put in equals the scanner instance console. So equals the console, right? So console is a scanner instance. A console dot read, I believe it's like read.
Oh, it's like
Not read. What was it? Next, yeah. Next.
Yeah. Console dot next int. Console dot next.
But this one isn't an integer. So
word, right?
let me see. I think it's line.
Oh yeah. Because it's like the same thing for the easy reader. So
they're similar.
Yeah, it would be like line, right? Yeah, it'd be line.
Next line, yeah.
Or what about
character?
Character.
Let me see if it's because like you're putting a string, you're defining it as a string.
Mm-hmm.
So a line, it won't be a character. Character is another object.
So it'd be a line.
Yeah. So just put line, empty parentheses. Okay. So now you want to put in the so you have the scanner instance, you have the string in instance, and then you wanna check what they have inside the user letter. So if it's like, so this is the string, this is the sequence of like if else if statements.
Okay, so wait, but don't we have to like say, or sorry, don't we have to write down that like 2 equals like A, B, and C and stuff like that?
You could do that. Does it say that? Yeah, to be super descriptive, yeah, I'm just trying to find like you know, like what they're doing there into a single letter, and then but let's put that, yeah, let's put that after the first, enter a single letter and you will receive the corresponding number. Yeah, after that one, maybe like tell them in parentheses, you know, like the first string, maybe like in parentheses put like A equals, or like 2 equals ABC, whatever. So like
where
after this sentence, so maybe it's just in parentheses.
Wait, but we don't want them to know that.
Oh, you don't want them to know that?
No, because they're finding out, right?
I don't know. Is it?
Yeah, they're finding out. Because then if they knew that like 2 equaled ABC, then they wouldn't have to use my program.
Okay, so if that's the case, then just put in what you have, and then we'll do the if else statements.
Okay, so here, if okay, so if user underscore letter equals
for this one, you remember that it's a string, what you have to do? Is equals, right? So it's like dot is equals.
Oh yeah, that's right. You only use the equals if it's like integers and like anything else, right?
Yep. Yeah. That's probably, I don't know that that's something they want to test you on.
Yeah, it's in my notes.
Okay, that's good. But yeah, I think it's like dot is equals, isn't it? Dot is equals. So dot is equals.
No, I think it's just dot equals.
Let me see. I know we did something similar to this before.
Where is it?
Dot equals, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
dot equals. Okay.
But it's dot equals. Okay. Oops. Okay. Dot equals.
And then this is where you put in all the A, B, and C. But you have to do it like separately.
So it'd be A.
Yeah, A, but then like a string.
Oh, yeah, my bad. A. And then how would I separate it? Like comma?
So okay, so for this one, so you have to put it, after dot equals, you put it in like a parentheses. And then since it's gonna be or, do you remember comparing if it's or, it's gonna be those 2 lines, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Where are those lines on my computer? B.
And for this one, yeah, you have to write that again. It's a pain, but you have to write all of that again. User letter that equals, and then B, and you know I'm talking about, like the user letter that equals.
Oh, you have to do that again?
You have to do that again, yeah.
So after this or thing, I put it in there?
Yep.
Okay. Like that?
Yeah.
But I don't have to put another parentheses, right?
Yeah, to just complete it. And I think that's it for that. And then you have to put in a brace. Always remember your braces. Yeah.
That's right. System.out.println. And then what did they write? The digits. Okay, the digit 2. Yeah, 2.
Yeah.
Corresponds with the letter U. Or could I put corresponds with whatever it's called, with the
letter, yeah. With
I put user underscore letter, so it puts down the one that they put.
let's see if yeah, you can do that. I think you have to add in like a plus sign.
Yes.
Plus sign. I think that should be okay.
And then that's it.
Yeah. Okay. We'll see if there's like an error. Usually there's like some small thing.
Yeah.
Okay. And then like you do that for like the rest of them pretty much. But they're all else if.
I'm copying this. Equals, let's see.
Include the lowercase with invalid characters. Lowercase with invalid characters. Okay.
Oh my god, I hate that noise. I'm actually going to scream. D. See, the other computers don't do this.
Yeah, no, mine doesn't.
They're just fine.
Nah, I guess you'll get used to it. You could.
I've had this computer for like 2 years, and I'm still not used to it. But I swear that this computer didn't do this when I first got it. If I knew that this did this, I wouldn't have gotten it. Yeah, I think it was like an update.
That's a bad update, I guess. It's like going the wrong way.
Yeah, it is a bad update. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay, here. Oh my gosh. And like the bad part is that, so usually this wouldn't bother me. The only time that it bothers me is when we're coding, because I have to do the shift thing so many times.
Yeah.
Look at this.
I think there's a way you have to it's only happening when you're doing shift.
Let's see. No, command 2, option as well. Doesn't happen with caps, and it happens with control and FN.
Because yeah, you could switch where your functionality is, but I think that will just mess with you. You know.
Yeah, probably. That probably wouldn't be good, honestly. Yeah. Letter dot equals.
Oh yeah, for these ones they have to be else if. But
oh yeah. Else if. I knew I was doing something wrong. I was like, something's not adding up with this. Okay. G, H, and I. Wait. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Equals G, H. Oh.
Yeah, so this isn't that bad. It's just pretty much a repetition.
Yeah.
Of like everything. So like besides all of this, do you guys need to know the methods? Like creating a method? I don't know if that's something, because I know that was like the couple beginning homeworks that you had.
That is a really good question.
Yeah.
That I wish I could answer off the top of my head.
Yeah.
But I do know that everything that's on the notes is pretty much what we're going to be doing.
So is this going to be cumulative, including everything you learned from one?
Well, I asked him that, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, Isabella, I wish you would have like said this to me. You would have asked this during class because this really would have been helpful." I was like, "I'm sorry."
A lot of teachers are like that. Like for the most part, it's like I don't want to repeat myself. Like
I was like,
ask me during class, but you didn't, so I'm not going to answer you.
I was like, I didn't think of that when I was in class. I'm sorry.
So he didn't answer you.
He told me, he was like, wow, such a great question. He went on for like 5 minutes about how great of a question it was. Yeah. And then he was like, well, see, it's kind of like learning a language, Isabella. And I was like, okay, tell me why. And he was like, you need to know, like, obviously the things that you learned in chapter 1 and 2 and stuff, because it's obviously going to help you doing more advanced things. But I'm not going to specifically ask you questions from like chapter 1. Yeah. And I was like, okay. I was like, thank you. And he's like, you're so welcome. I was like, okay.
Okay, well that's fine. So concept-wise of like the things that he's gonna ask, but obviously like the code things, it may add up, but then like I don't actually know what concepts you guys will have, like for this exam. Did he tell you guys like, or did he review at least some of them that he will touch on the exam?
The concepts,
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So he did touch on a couple things.
Okay.
Pretty much he said that there were going to be a lot of like, not like fill in the blanks, but like word responses that he was going to be like, like for example, he was like, you're going to have to name like the 3 types of like, or all the rational operators, or like the 3
we know that one, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Like the 3 types.
We can probably go over these ones. So
yeah, it's a short like little sheet. It's not that much, but
okay.
Yeah, we went over a couple things. I have a thing on AP Classroom that was a review. I was just waiting until tonight to do it because I didn't want to review it the same day that he went over it. Yeah. Because I was going to remember the answers and I was going to subconsciously.
You said you have access to your notes, right? You said during the exam. You do have access to your notes? Okay.
Yeah.
The one, what I would do is probably prepare like the notes that you just showed me. Probably prepare like that in a more descriptive way. Kind of like, in case he asks your word answer, like word problems.
Right.
Anything that you need to explain.
Yeah.
Like ahead of time. So that like, okay, it's just gonna be like a search and destroy kind of deal.
Yeah.
So like
I would go over the AP Classroom ones, but I can't because it puts me on lockdown browser. Mm. So then I would have to exit out of the Zoom because I tried doing that while I was on Zoom with him, but I couldn't. And I was like,
And that one, what is it? Is it like? I thought you did that.
It's just like word problems that he's gonna, or like problems that he's gonna ask us multiple choice stuff on.
Are you able to take like a picture of it, or like?
Yeah, I can take a picture of it.
Yeah, like after this one. So like, take a picture and then I'll see if I can send you the answers.
Yeah, they're short. They're like literally like they give you the multiple choice things. I just had a couple questions because it was pretty much using
Which one?
What are they called? It was using Boolean operators or whatever they're called.
Comparisons.
The Boolean
operators
and rational operators.
Relational.
Yeah, relational. Thank you. Okay. And it was like it gave us like a line of like something is greater than something. Okay. And then it also did this thing with like true or false.
Yeah. Okay.
It was like T greater than F. But
and then you have to know what the output is? You have to know what the output is?
It's like you just have to know, like, is this whole thing true or is it false? I don't know.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
But I, like, kind of understood it, but I was just kind of still like, what?
So, like, If I can imagine what it is already, it's really just like tracking like what these comparisons will do. Like, you know, for example, is 2 equal like 3, you know, stuff like that. Or it could be like
yeah, it was like stuff like that.
Yeah. And then you just track them. And if it's like a sequence of them, you track like, okay, in paper, this is true, this is equal this guy, and then all 3 of them put together, what is it? Is it false or true?
Right.
What like for those ones, you have access to Java as well, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, just type in Java in a very small program, and then like just see what the answer is, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really like a how do you strategize prior to the exam?
Because it was like the issues I was having with the last exam was time.
Yeah, sorry. That's what I'm saying. So it's gonna be exactly the same thing. Please don't freak out.
Yeah, I freaked out. I had a full-on anxiety attack.
Yeah.
In the middle of that test.
But that's the thing I'm saying. I'm gonna give you the answers to those ones, the ones that are difficult, the comparisons. But what I would do, so you have all the, you know, like the concept things on that Word document. Write down like all the descriptors or any word things that you can put in there where you don't have to like search for them.
Yeah.
Because then it'll be like also sync. It'll be in that one place. And the more and that will make you more prepared. You know, whatever is not there, try to skip it. Don't get stuck.
Yeah, that's what that's really where I went wrong.
Yeah. I know it, but yeah, I think it's really just what that is. Like, I think this exam won't be as bad if you have that one cheat sheet with everything.
Yeah,
in it.
exactly.
And then the other thing is like have Java, like something like this, what you're doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like have something like set up ready with like, you know, where you don't have to type so much things to run something. Maybe just do the oh yeah, we forgot something on this side. I totally forgot. Like the public static stuff. We need to put that in here.
Oh my gosh. What?
Yeah, the public static, because you need that. That's how you set it up.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And
that's awkward. Public static.
Oh, the class. I think you have to define the class first. Whatever this thing is, telephone problem.
Yeah.
So I would set up something you know, on the side after this, maybe like public class, midterm or exam 2, whatever. And then like put the public static void main string arg, and then whatever's in there, just type in like what you need. If you need to confirm like a Boolean answer or in the exam, then you can just run it by like clicking once.
Right.
You don't have to worry so much, you know what I mean? By like typing so much, because that's the more you have to type, the obviously the less time you have, and at the same time the more stressed you'll be.
Exactly. Do I put the modules before I declare the
No, it has to be outside.
After.
The dependencies.
What do I do here? The public static Boolean something?
Public static void, yeah. Public static void. Void main. Main. Main like main street, yeah. And then parentheses string, empty parentheses string, and then empty square brackets. So take out the closing parentheses, not and empty square brackets, yeah. After the string.
Oh.
And then after that is args, ARGS, with a space. Space after the square bracket and args. Yeah, that guy. And closing parentheses, yeah. And then obviously your braces, yeah. Okay. And that's it, right? Like you just have to set up something like that for your exam. And then like whatever comes after is like what you're gonna do.
Yep. Yeah, it's smart. I'm gonna do that tonight.
So you have that. So I guess like strategies, you have this guy that's gonna be ready for you to check whatever the answer is.
Exactly.
And then the second thing is the concept, all the concepts that you have, what they are, and maybe how to explain, you know, definition and how to use them. What else is there? So you have those two.
QRST U delete this.
On your other exam, what else did he ask you besides the concept, code, I guess?
What do you mean?
On the first exam that you guys had?
What about it?
Yeah, what other questions came up? Like typo questions? If you remember.
I probably do remember if I like really think about it, but
okay.
the crazy thing, like the thing about that test, was I took it because he gave me an extension on it. I took it the day after, the morning after I got back from Miami, and I got back from Miami at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
I took it, and then.
Oh man, I see. That's
the day after I was packing because the day after I had to leave again.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
So I was like so
your mind is gonna go places. It's gonna be hard to concentrate.
Like, yeah. So that was like I was like, I don't want to use this as an excuse, Mr. Kim, but like I just want you to know what was going on in my life at that moment. He goes, yeah, I'm sorry about that. And I was like, yeah, it's okay.
I guess this time that's not gonna happen, right?
No, let's hope not anymore.
Yeah. I'm just saying, yeah, like I think you sent me something that that's related to the exam. I don't know if you recall. Do you remember that? Like you sent me something?
Wait, what's going on with this one?
So let me see.
Else without if.
It's a brace issue probably. Or let me see. Brace. If brace, else if brace. Line 44. Okay.
44.
It's a brace issue. So your open, closing brace, you always need those.
But that's closed. And that one's closed.
And then you didn't, let me see, so open, close.
And then it's the same thing here. It's between these two.
And the other ones work, okay. Try to in 41 worked. Let me see, T, U, else if, else if, else if.
Oh, is it because these aren't? No, that wouldn't be an issue, right?
Try it first.
Nope.
Let me think. Usually else if would. The other ones worked. Well, how come that one didn't work?
All the other ones are working.
Let's see. Syntax. Maybe let's look at syntax wise. P, Q, R. Okay, that's good. T, U, and V.
Yeah, that's fine.
Why is it only 44 and 48?
I don't know.
User letter that, okay, letter.
Huh. Because this one with the 4 letters works, but then this one doesn't, so it can't be that. Response is user letter, that's fine. That's so weird.
Yeah, sometimes it does that. You already checked your braces.
Can I try? I'm gonna try commenting this out real quick.
Okay.
See if the rest of it works. Okay, I'll look this. Okay, compile. Yeah, just those.
Try copy the one above it, and then like rewrite the
but that's what I did.
Did you do that?
I started copying up here.
Okay, try doing it again, and then like just edit.
Let me do it one with just 3.
Yeah, and just edit.
Okay. T U.
Okay.
V.
And then the braces.
Oh, I know why.
The braces, yeah. You're suppressing it.
No, it wasn't the brace. I was suppressing it for some reason.
It's the braces, yeah.
I don't know why I did that.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Sometimes it's just one of those.
I always want to make sure that it's all suppressed because I've had issues with that.
Yeah, that's the reason why I don't like Java, because of this Either you suppress.
Wait, but line 40 is suppressed too, and it didn't say anything.
Yeah. Try. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, it works. Okay, but I have to put I have to do oh wait, shoot. I have to do else.
And then the else one has to take care of what? What does it take care of?
If they put anything else.
Yeah. So if it's at a lowercase or whatever, right? Lowercase or
Yeah.
String
equals
you don't need to for else. Do you remember?
No, it's just else. Yeah, I just put else and then open brace system dot out dot print line. I'm just gonna put error.
Okay, good.
Compute. Okay.
And I think that's it. Yeah.
Yep.
And then does it say you have to cycle through? Does it have to be a loop? I know you guys didn't touch on loops yet.
No, no, we have. Wait. Actually, it was
touch on loops?
in my notes, and I want to know if. Okay, wait.
Okay.
In chapter 6. Okay, yeah. So we're learning
loops. Okay.
loops. No, we're learning loops next chapter.
Okay, goody.
We only learned about selection. Selection and branching in chapter 6, and we learned about. Or sorry, condition. We learned about conditional.
Okay.
And we learned about sequential.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
We haven't learned about any of these yet.
We did
conditional.
methods, right?
Yes, I did.
We did do methods though, right? So is methods in the exam?
No.
Okay, so we can throw that out.
No. Yeah, we're good.
Okay, good.
Digit 4 correspond. Okay. Your code should display a message. We already did that. Also, should recognize only. Okay.
Goody.
Prompt the user with an informative message. Yeah, we did all that.
I think we're good. Yeah.
Compile. Okay, let's run it. I'll just put H. Wow. So pretty.
I know. Just show this to your mom.
I know. I'm gonna be like, Mom, I want to play another game.
Computer, a telephone game.
Yeah, it's a telephone game.
I thought at first it was like a chatbot, this telephone program. I didn't actually read through it, right?
Yeah, I thought that's why I thought it was gonna be scarier than it actually was. I was like, oh my gosh, like telephone game, like what the heck? So weird, but I guess it's not. I'm actually surprised.
Even the vowels one seems harder. I don't know.
Yeah, and it was
cover that one. You wanna look at that? There's actually that one thing that I.
Yes. Wait, I'm gonna put this one. Wait, I want to make sure that this is the right thing. Okay, because last time, oh my god, I'm so embarrassed. I turned in his like outline.
Oh, that's not good.
I didn't turn in my stuff because it was under both of them were under the same name. And I just kind of was like Tiny Mo.
Did he give you a chance?
No, he responded and he was like, Isabella, listen, I'm gonna give you a chance to resubmit this. Yes. But yeah.
He's a nice teacher. That's good.
I was like, that's wrong. He was like, you just sent me what I gave you. And I was like, oh. Whoops. Sorry.
Yeah, that's cool though. I mean, sometimes when you're tired.
Exactly. It was like 2 a.m. I was like, I'm sorry. It's been a day and a half.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so this is done and then
close. Let me look at. I think you sent it. I don't think I ever
Which one?
Because it was the vowels one.
I did send it to you. Okay, let me resend.
You sent it to me, but I never had to. I got to class and it was like, oh, by the way, you guys don't have to turn that one in. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Serious? Yeah, you did.
And but we just looked over it, so I never put it into my Java.
Okay, that's fine. Do you guys need to know switch? Because that's the reason why I want to cover it. Unless you guys don't need to know what switch is.
Let's see if it's not on my notes.
Let me see.
Switch. I don't see anything about switch.
Okay, so there's no switch, so I guess we don't.
Maybe it's back here. Switch. No. Not really. Not here.
Okay. That's fine then.
Yeah.
Okay, just we don't need to cover it. Well, you said you wanted to cover another one though, besides like after this guy, after the telephone one.
No, I just wanted to look over the notes
Oh,
and ask
okay.
you a couple questions because I was confused.
Okay, let's look over this.
Okay. Also, I'm gonna run and grab my computer charger because I don't want my computer to die.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Cool.
Okay, I'm back. So, I found actually a page in my notebook that I wrote down a couple of the questions that he was asking because I didn't want to have to go through the whole AP lockdown browser thing.
That's good. Okay, good. Okay.
Okay, so I'm actually gonna open Java and I'm gonna put them in there. Just so I can show you real quick. Okay, there was T. Oh, there was T.
Oh, true. T for true. This is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he didn't tell us T for true, but he goes, "I hope you guys could figure that out on your own." I was like, sure.
Cryptic. Okay. So T or tree. The thing is with let me see. So if it's true, if I remember, try running something like this in so you know how you have a set up Java, and then so I guess you can just use the one that we were using, and then try type in the actual statement that you have here, and what you would get if it's either true or false.
Open.
There's a rule with these like true Boolean and comparisons. If it's like both true, if I remember, and would be true, but if like one of them is false.
I'm just using this.
But we can test them out, so let's do that. Yeah, you might as well write it now. This is like the exam sample, whatever.
Practice. Exam. Okay. Rename. Practice exam dot Java. Do I have to declare anything?
Yeah, you have to do the public class, public static void.
Let me do this. Practice exam. Okay.
Okay, so what I would do is so you know how like you have system.out. I would do like maybe put this in like a variable, Boolean, declare like a Boolean data type variable, and make it equal this guy. Yeah.
Boolean. Wait, we didn't do that there. It was like it's like Boolean.
It's a variable, right? So Boolean variable. So you're declaring it and then putting it. So you're declaring it by saying Boolean and then put like a bar, whatever variable, equal, true, and then make sure it's like true. I think isn't it like small letter, lowercase t, I believe.
Like this?
Yeah, but then true, the TRUE.
Oh, should I put it?
Yeah.
Should I put each of these instead of T into true?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. And then false. Okay.
And then like, what was it? Is that what it's supposed to be? And exclamation point? Is that what it's supposed to be? I don't know if that's valid. That's like, let me see.
Yeah, because it was like and not false.
Okay, let me see if that's actually works. So if you did in Java.
Because that's what was written down. That's why I was confused.
Let me think if you can do that one. Try putting it, yeah, just put it in front of the false without the space. So yeah, and okay, I think that works. And then let's system that out Boolean. All right, system that out var.
Do I have to suppress the Boolean var?
Yeah, just press it. You always have to. And then, but it will system out though. It will print. And then make sure you have your braces out, your closing braces.
Reaching end of, oh shoot, that's right. Whoops. Okay, run. True. Yeah, that was right.
So let's try break it down. So like, can you try delete the very after the second true, delete everything, just to like make sure we know what we're doing. So after the second true, delete everything.
This.
Yeah. Okay, and then run it again.
That's
So
true.
if it's
True
both
or
true,
true is true.
yeah, if it's both true, and then you're trying to do an or because the double line is or, it's true. Try putting false for one of them.
True. Okay. True or
We want to check, that's why, so that we can
false.
anticipate.
Run.
Okay, so if it's an or, if it's both true, it's true. If one of them is false, it doesn't matter. It's still true.
It's still true. Because the first. What if I put this
False.
is false
Yeah.
and this is true? I think it's if the first, whatever the first one is what it is. What? Why?
So it's either one, that's why. So if it's
So it's just if true is in there, then it's true.
yeah, but try put both false though. Try put both false.
Okay. False.
So like, you know what we're doing here? Try put this in your notes, like what we just did. So if you put, okay, go ahead, run it. So you see it. So it's everything is true except when it's both false. So put this in your notes. This is the type of things you need to
It
put.
was around here. I wrote down the true or false. True or false, true or false. True or false. I swear I put it here.
I would just probably put it like where you had the
Yeah, I'm gonna put it at the after the relational operators.
Yeah, somewhere where you can see it.
Okay, I'm gonna put like T boom boom D equals is always true.
Okay.
T blank blank wait T bloop, bloop, F or T da, da, or sorry
Other
or
way, yeah.
F da, T is always
True.
true.
The only time it's false is if it's both false. Yeah.
Is F F is always false.
So you don't have to think about this one now, right?
Right.
And then okay, let's do something else. The other one.
But then but wait.
But then what?
But I want to like look at this for a second.
Okay.
Okay. So like, what about this?
Yeah. So this one, let's before
That's still true.
Before we do this one, let's not put the not. So like when you put the not, it just means it's the opposite, right?
Right.
Okay. So we don't actually have to put the not. You just have to know that.
That one's false.
So yeah, because it's not both true. Try put in both true. Let's do the same thing. Let's put in both true first.
True. Compile. Run.
So it's true. Okay. Now put I guess the first one is false.
False.
Let's just see if it's the same thing.
Run. Oh, sorry. Compile. Run. False.
That's good. So it's false, and what if it's both false? Is it true? Oh, it's false as well. So it's always false, and unless if it's both true, right?
So the yeah, so the and is with if if and
I would probably just do this. I would probably just do the same thing as what you did in the, so that it's not, do the same exact thing as what you did with the ors.
T and T
Is true.
is always true.
And then everything else is false.
But
then do it one by one though. The same exactly as what you did. The reason why is so that it's like easy to read.
And F is always false. T and F is always false. And then F is always false.
Yeah, there's a pattern though, right? Like if you look at it,
yeah,
you could probably memorize it, the pattern. The pattern is for the one sentence that you can say for the or is it's always true, unless if they're both false, right?
Yeah.
And then for the and one, it's always
false
unless
there's two truths.
If you remember those two things, maybe you could write that somewhere in here. Then that's gravy. You could remember that, and then just the other thing is remembering if there's an exclamation point that it's the opposite. And if there's a question like that, you can either do it mentally, what we're doing here, or you could type it in Java. But when you're typing it, make sure you know the syntax already.
This one here, it's always true
unless there's only truths. There's only false, I say. Okay, I understand it now. Okay. Okay.
Oh my God. Okay, but what about the not?
The not one will make it fall. I mean, the opposite, right? It will make it the opposite. The same rules apply.
Okay, got it.
Yeah?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Maybe just put that in there if you want.
What should I say?
Like a third thing, maybe like if there's an exclamation point in front of like a Boolean, maybe true or false, it's just the opposite. It's like the other thing. In front of like true or false. Then it's just the opposite. And the same rules apply, obviously. You're just switching what they are.
Okay, great.
Okay, that takes care of that one.
But I'm gonna take a picture of this real quick. Wait.
Okay.
Undo. Yeah. I want to take a picture. Oh no, my okay. 24. Yeah. Okay. Did I have it there? Yeah, there it is. Okay. Next thing.
Okay.
Okay. Let me show you. It is X is less than Y.
Yeah.
And not X greater than Y.
Is it and like this, or is it like two ands?
I think it was and like this.
It was and like that?
Yeah, it was and like this.
Okay. And then do you ever define what X and Y are, or is it just the line?
No, it's just that.
Okay, let's see. Let me think. So
I mean, I wrote equals not equivalent. That's what I wrote down. Not sure why. I'm just guessing they're not equivalent.
Okay. So what were your choices? Do you remember?
Because like what I'm seeing right here, if you put not, like you say x and not x is greater than y,
This
then
wasn't in the answer. I think the answer was that they weren't equivalent.
that's the answer.
I think that was the answer. That's why I put it there.
Okay. They're not equivalent. Yeah, you're right. Because if you put not x is greater than y, that's x is less than or equal to y, right?
Yeah.
And it's not equivalent to x is less than y. So it's false.
Right.
Or not, or they're not equivalent. Yeah, same thing. Right?
Yeah.
Does that make sense though, the not part?
Yes. Because if
Okay.
it's not, because, okay, x is greater than y and not, and x is greater than, or x is less than y.
Yep, okay.
And then they have not x.
Yeah.
X is greater, like not x is greater than y.
So what's the opposite of that? Every time you put in the exclamation point, it's the opposite of what you have next, right?
So that would be, wouldn't you switch y and x?
You don't switch it. Like when you same with the true or false. Like
Wouldn't that, wait, but then wouldn't they be equivalent if you just put that? Because
it's not
the opposite.
it's not though. Like in the I guess inequalities. So in true or false is easy, but when you're doing inequalities like this, do you remember in I forgot, this is algebra, I think.
Yeah.
So like when you have x is greater than y, when you have to graph that like line, whatever, with like an inequality, x is greater than y, the opposite of that is less than or equal to, right?
Right.
It has to be. You can't
Okay.
just.
And that's not the same as x is less than y.
Yeah, because you're missing the equal
Be
part.
equal to. Okay.
Yeah, you're missing that part. That's the reason why it's not equal. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. I'm writing this real quick so that I don't forget.
Okay.
I'm gonna put opposite of like, I'm just gonna put like x is less than y.
Yeah. Yeah. So these are the things that you really need to like figure out ahead of time.
Exactly.
Because like in the exam setting, you can't figure these out. These are too hard to figure out. Okay, and then the only thing they're probably gonna do in the exam is like, switch things around, and then you have to like apply what you have here.
Right. I'm gonna do this and then just switch it around.
Yeah. So which one is this one? Yes.
That x is greater than y is.
It's the other way, right? Opposite of x is less than y is x is greater than or equal to.
Y, yeah.
The first one.
This one?
Yeah. So the opposite of x is less than y is x is greater than or equal to. Yeah. Yeah. And that one is less than. Yeah.
Like that. Okay. All right.
Okay.
And then let me see what else I wrote. I wrote that not comes first in order of operations. Oh, okay. So the way you wanted us to attack the true or true
Yeah.
and false thing is false apparently comes first in the order of operations.
For which one? Like false or not?
The not. So
Like,
not false is true.
Yeah.
And true is true. And
Yeah.
then true is false is true.
Yeah. When you have the exclamation point, you always evaluate that first, and then go left to right, right? Remember?
Yeah.
You evaluate the nots first, the not like the exclamation point, and then you go left to right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just the rule.
Okay. And then, okay, I have another one that I wrote down.
Okay.
This is the last one I wrote down, yes. Okay.
Okay.
It's kind of the same thing, but with A and B.
And okay.
And B or
okay, stacks. Okay.
not A equals A and B.
And then you're asked if they're equivalent or whatever.
What?
You're asked like the question if they're equivalent. Or what is the question here?
Asking like, if it's like true or false, I think.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
And he didn't give us the answer, but this is what I did. So
Okay. What did you do?
pretty much I attacked it like this. So not A would be B.
Okay. Put B
And
there.
B or B.
Yeah.
And B or B is just B.
It's just B. Yep. Okay.
And then
So they're equal then.
and then A and B.
It's the same.
And A and B. Well, A and B is false.
Oh, I see.
Equals A and B is false. So that would be true.
True. And that's what you got.
Yeah, that's what I got.
But you don't know the answer though.
No.
Okay. Let's
But could we do it?
let's actually put this in a like evaluate it where. But the thing is you have to know what A or B. You have to declare them.
Oh,
So, like,
okay.
Make them something different, like up top, like
A
maybe like int A equals 1.
int A equals 1.
And then the other one, same thing.
Int B equals 2.
Suppress them. Don't forget suppress. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
And yep, and then system.out var.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Let's see if that's true. Not good. Okay. So let me think. You can't do it for an int. It can only be done. It says right there. Can't be done with an int.
So string.
So I guess they have to be both a string, but yeah. So declare them both a string, but then like make them opposite. So in this case, maybe true, because you can't. It's not just any string. It has to be true. A Boolean then in this case.
So false would be B.
Yeah, but then declare them as a Boolean. Because they won't know what the opposite of like any string is.
I have to put Boolean string.
No, you don't have to put string.
Boolean.
Just Boolean.
So Boolean and Boolean. Like that?
Yeah, let's check.
What?
So it's false.
What if I did this one is false
Another one is true.
and this one
Yeah.
is true?
It's like very dependent on like case to case.
See.
But the thing is, he didn't tell you what A or B.
He didn't tell you what.
Yeah. How are you supposed? It could be either one. It's case to case. So he has to tell you though. He can't just not tell you.
Maybe the A and B didn't have like a meaning though.
Didn't have a meaning, like
Like
okay.
it was just like A or B.
Like any A or B.
Yeah, like right. Like it didn't have a variable like a.
So it would be true, like the way you the way you
The way I
went through
did
the
it.
process. Yeah. Because
But
then
I guess this one you would just have to do like by like in your head. Like you couldn't put it into Java.
if you know that, like the thing is, if only you can compare, confirm the answer.
Well, I can tonight because I know that this was in the AP classroom thing.
Okay. Yeah, what I would do is do that, confirm it. From this one's a little different. If it is true and the way you did it, that's good. If it's false, can you justify that it's false? Let me think. Because B or that. Yeah, it doesn't make sense if it's false because the opposite of
exactly.
The opposite of A is B, and B or B is B.
So I think it is true.
Yeah, let's confirm that, and I think that's one thing. Is there anything else that like this?
No, that was all the stuff I wrote down, but pretty much everything else is. I can show you my notes. So, flow of statements does that have anything to do with sequential and conditional?
Well, is this something that he talked about, or is something you have to?
Yeah, no, this is all stuff. He gives us an outline, and I pretty much have to fill everything in. The stuff that I have highlighted is like the different topics, I guess you could say.
Okay.
That he had in bold. but I don't know. I don't think some of them I couldn't fill in because I wasn't there.
Okay, that's fine. So yeah, flow statements, what you have right there is fine.
Okay.
Sequential, you know that one, right? That's without
Yeah.
the if else. It just runs it one by one.
Yeah.
And the reason why it runs it one by one is because there is no conditional. Conditionals is what limits what gets ran.
Yeah.
And then yeah, and conditionals is just pretty much you've been doing this for like days, so you know this one already.
Yeah. Okay. And
All right. And in these block ones, tells the program to choose and execute one fragment of code. Yeah, this works. And if statement blocks use if multiple, yeah, you could do that one.
Wait, 1 second. I'll be right back.
All right, good.
I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, pretty much I just said like what the if-else statements meant, and then I just don't know what should I write for just like if statement. Like, what's the difference between if statement and an if-else statement?
I mean, like it just depends on like, well, if statement just has one condition, right? And
yeah.
And then like, what if that doesn't run? Then if the condition doesn't get like met, then it doesn't run. If it does get met, then it runs whatever's in there.
If the condition isn't met,
it doesn't run.
Then it doesn't run.
Yeah.
Doesn't run. But if it is,
it will run the code block, yeah. And then the code block they're talking about is everything after the brace, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And then like for the else statement, that one is you don't have a condition, right? For the else.
Where I think I have that written somewhere. No, that's entangling.
Else
okay, then I'm just gonna put else.
Okay.
What should I write for that one?
So for the else statement, it doesn't have a condition, and then this will run the code block if none of the if or else if are met.
Will run code block if none of the
if or else.
Or else. Or what's the difference between if else and else if?
Else if is just everything after the first if. So everything after the first if is else if. You can't have two ifs. It's either it's only one if and a bunch of else ifs. Yeah? It's pretty much the second if and after that. So that's the difference between if and else ifs.
Okay, so I'm just gonna write up here for a second. I'm gonna write here. I'm just gonna put blocks.
Okay.
Highlighted in like green or something, and then I'm gonna put can see there. And then I'm just gonna put here, like it's pretty much
what it is.
the order is if, then else ifs,
Yeah.
and then an else.
And else.
Okay.
And then you could have an if by itself. I don't think you can have an else if by itself. Just know that one.
Okay.
And you can't have an else by itself.
Can only have if by itself.
Yeah.
Never else if or else.
Yeah. And you already know that one. You know, else if is after the if, and else comes after the if. Yeah, stuff like that.
Okay, so that's all that, and then this.
Yeah. So Boolean data types, they're just pretty much, you know, like what we kind of went over some of these.
Yeah.
So like true, you know, if it's, I think what goes here, I don't know how they want you to define these. I mean, true just means like, you know, what is true, what is false, you know?
Right. Okay,
I don't know what you have to define for these, but maybe using them. Maybe you just have to use them with the relational operators.
Yeah, knowing how with. Okay, I'm just gonna put this here, the thing that he gave us as the example.
All right.
And F. No. Not. It's so weird because like now when I look at those characters and I'm like doing different things or like typing stuff, I like it. I think of it as like the exclamation point is like not, or like.
That's good though.
It's like it's weird now.
Yeah.
Or like when I do like this, like literally, it was so funny. I was writing my notes for English class today,
yeah.
And I literally put this to put like something that had nothing to do with my notes. Like I was like, I used this to put like my name at the top.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god,
why are you doing that?
Coding for too many hours.
No, but like that's the thing though. Like this is good. That's good. I think. No.
Yeah, it's like
because
that's
then
like
if you're thinking about it so much, and it becomes natural, then you know like all this like that's just what it is. Like once it becomes natural, make it your language.
Exactly.
Then you know it will just build on itself, and you'll get to know more. That like with coding, it's not really that bad. Honestly, they're all pretty much the same thing. But I think you should keep it that way. Like it's just make sure that it doesn't get published. when you're
no, it doesn't. Like my teacher, like I was writing the thing I was writing for English.
Yeah.
She like saw it just because we shared it with her
like,
the group thing, and she goes, Isabella, what's up with the backslashes? And I was like, oh, sorry, just coding things, you know.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay.
I remember.
Yeah, it was funny. She's like, oh, well, that's cool. I was like, now you know a new thing. She's like, you know, I learned a new thing today. I was like, yep.
Oh, she didn't know about it? Okay.
She didn't know about that. She's like, oh, that's interesting. And I was like,
it's a language, right? Isn't it a language?
I was like, so now you know. And she's like, wow, that was great. And I was like, thank you. I went on a whole tangent about it. I was like,
yeah. Usually like coding people are more into math rather than English. I guess that makes sense.
I do like English a lot, so I was like,
oh really? That's
English
cool.
and like English, math, and science are my things. History, I just not a fan.
Oh really? Man, that's good. Usually a lot of people that like English don't like, you know, they're not good. They're not good at math.
Yeah, I used to be a big English and history person in middle school.
Yeah.
But after World History last year, that just ruined my perception on history.
Yeah, history is fine. I mean, like you should know your history.
Right.
But the thing is, like, it's just a lot of memorization. That's the thing with me too. I don't really like doing that on its own.
Yeah, that's why that's why memorization I'm fine with. That's why I like didn't have issues. But it's just like making a whole paper about history. Just.
I see.
But
I mean, I don't. I mean, the writing is good. It's just like mean, a lot of it is just opinion, though. I think I remember
Yeah.
the history is like
It's just opinion driven, and I'd rather like talk about facts than what I think about something that already happened.
Yeah. I think for I don't know what you're gonna because like it's like are you already applying for college? I don't know what it is that
No, next year.
next year. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you have a really good trait with like knowing or being good in both English and math and science.
Yeah,
Like, that opens up doors for you.
Exactly.
Did you already take your SATs?
See, oh my gosh, frustrating subject about that. I was supposed to take them in June because I wanted to be, the early bird, right?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah,
but
you should.
a lot of the I could go now out of state and take it technically, but a lot of the SAT centers and ACT centers out of the state are putting seniors
first.
First, like they're at like they were at priority.
Yeah.
Because of because a lot of them hadn't taken them.
I know someone that's taking. I think he's like a junior. Maybe it's like another state, maybe.
Yeah, because here in California there are no SAT centers that we can take SATs right now. But I could technically go out of state. But my mom's like, we're not going out of state anymore during your school because it put me.
Just do it next year.
Yeah, but it's like I'm such a good person that's like I like to do things early.
Really? Yeah. That's
so
good.
I can because I have more time to take it if I don't like my score.
Yeah.
But I'm just planning on taking it either in December or start taking it in January and stuff.
Yeah, you should.
Because I technically have until the fall of next year to take it.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's boatloads of time. So I mean, you just have to. You don't have to take. You don't have to take SAT. I know the new SATs right now are easier. I heard it's easier. So.
I mean, it's easier for me because I don't know if you know what the what is it called? Oh my god.
No, which one?
The test you have to take to get into high schools here.
Oh, to get into a high school? You mean the standard test for high school? I took one for Washington.
Because to get into a high school here in LA, you had to take the
I think I took that when I was like in Washington though, not in LA.
Really? Because in Florida we don't have to do that.
Yeah. I think it was like Wassel for us.
It's like I don't know, but anyways, it's like a weird test that you have to take.
Is it this one right here? The California High School Proficiency Exam? It sounds like that's the one.
California.
Is that the one?
No. Wait, no, it's not. It's the oh my gosh, wait. Test for high school. Okay, test to get into high school in California.
Yeah.
That's
It is that one.
No, it's not. It's something because it's there's something short for it. Wait. I'm gonna be right back. I asked my mom. What was the test that I had to take for high school that I took out of the tutoring for like 2 years that I took it? The LCE.
What is it?
It's called the LCE.
LCE?
But 2 E's at the end.
LCE?
Yes.
Let's look at it.
Wait, no. It's not the LCE.
Try putting California. Like after. Yeah, put in California.
Wait, maybe it's LSE.
Okay.
California.
Yeah.
No.
So try putting LCE, whatever.
Wait, that's so weird. No, it was something like that. Wait, oh, you know where I can find something about it? It's like it starts with an L. LC? Or it's like LSAT? Is it LSAT? No, it's not.
LSAT's something different.
Wait.
That's for like law
say
school.
that was what it. Or maybe it's LSCE. Mom, what was it called?
LSCE.
What was it called? ISEE. It was the ICE.
ICE?
Yeah, it's ISEE.
I what? ISEE?
It's like the ERB. It's like the ERB.
Let me see. This is the one.
ISEE by ERB.
Okay, there you go. It's right there.
It's the independent school entry exam. So it's pretty much what you have
It's
to
used
take
for admission to private. Oh, private high
middle
school.
and
I
high
didn't know you're in a private high school. I see.
Yes. So, okay, that was a trip. So, yeah, it's like pretty much I had to do studying for the ISEE, which was one of the hardest tests that I've taken in my life. Like, that was difficult.
That's good that you did that. Okay.
But it's like I had to learn over 500 vocab words for that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So it's like when I started doing SAT tutoring, I was like, this is just easy peasy.
The thing is, like, so you for the new SAT, like they don't have that anymore though. The new SAT.
What?
Like, because I'm tutoring this other person, or that's like doing the new like SAT. It's a while back that they changed this, the new SAT. It's
See,
like
I took an SAT practice test like 3 months ago.
And then what was it? Because like it's like reading, grammar.
It's reading comprehension.
Yeah, and then grammar, right?
Vocabulary.
Okay.
It was vocab and grammar section.
Okay, and then the math part is like math.
Math is math with calculator and math without.
Yeah.
And then there's an essay section.
Yeah, those parts are easy, but then the vocab parts, they used to. I remember when I took it, they used to have it like separate, like actual sentence completions and you need to know more vocabulary than you would. But now it's like
it's not as bad now.
Not as bad, which is good.
It's good. The only thing I'm in the 90s. When I took my practice test 3 months ago, I was in the 97th percentile for reading comprehension and the 98th percentile for the vocab and grammar stuff.
Okay, awesome.
So I was like chilling for that. The only stuff for me, the issue was the math with no calculator.
Oh man. Okay.
And so that was the math part was the big issue for me.
Yeah. No worries. Whatever. It's like the math actually for the new SAT is easier than what it was before. It actually.
Really?
Yeah, because then. Because they reconfigured it so that like if you're really good in math though,
yeah.
So you would have no problem. But if you suck in like English, I think it's easier now.
Yeah.
Then but you're not good in math, then you would have an issue.
It's just like because I had to learn a lot of the concepts that are on the SAT.
Yeah.
During the IC because I took. For each grade level, like that you're entering into, you have to take the IC that corresponds with your grade level.
Yeah.
So it's like it's easier to get into a high school in 9th grade than it is to get in 10th or 11th. So for me, I had to get in 10th grade. Yeah. So I had to take a harder ICE, which pretty much was almost equivalent to the stuff that the kids take in the SAT because the SAT they take a year later. Yeah. So they only know a year more of the concepts that I had to take that I knew as a 10th grader. Yeah. So like the math on there that I had to learn was mainly a lot of trig that I hadn't even learned yet and pre-calc and calc. Yeah. So I learned all of that as a 9th grader.
That's good though.
So it's like it's less stuff that I have to worry.
You're way more advanced than all the other ones.
Exactly.
Well, I would say that I think because like for the new one, like like if you're gonna study for the new set.
Yeah.
What math are you in now? Are you in calc?
I opted out of calc and I'm taking stats right now, so I can take AP stats next year.
Okay, that's good. So you're done with calc though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I can technically take calc AB or like calc B or something like that.
BC.
But yeah. But I'm going to take that over the summer.
Okay.
Next year.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I can like be done with calc, or I could take an AP calc class, but I really don't want to take an AP calc class. Okay. I'm going to take calc BC. Yeah.
Yeah. I would just probably take, just so for the credit, just take the BC on the exam. And then like for the new SAT, I don't think you need that. Like it's only up to trig, I believe.
Yeah. I think it's up to I think it's only up to trig. You're right.
Yeah, but trig itself isn't that bad. I think you're good.
The only thing
is for the mental math stuff because that's no calc.
Yeah.
Just there's tricks to it, but like I mean, there's readers. I don't know if you you want to buy one and then just like like you're here a year ahead, just continue doing that and you won't have
Yeah, I already have like 3 big SAT books that I do work through like once in a while because I stopped using my tutor since I'm not going to take it in a while, and I was like draining myself because I was doing like 2-hour sessions twice a week.
That's fine. That's good.
During,
really
but
well.
it was like during COVID, like the beginning of quarantine, so I knew I wasn't going to take the SAT for another several months or even a year. So I was like, I'd rather stop burning my brain cells, like trying to do all this, and then forget it in 5 months.
Yeah, you should like whenever you're gonna take it, maybe like 4 months. That should be good.
Yeah.
Time because it's gonna be rigorous, obviously, right? Like,
yeah.
You don't want to be like, yeah. But since from what I can take, I would just study since you're really good in like the grammar and then the reading.
Mm-hmm.
Just practice the no calc one.
Yeah.
And then with calc, that one I know is for sure super easy.
Yeah.
But the no calc one is just tricks, yeah.
Yeah,
like,
that's the one that I have.
That's it. If you master that one, you're good. You're gonna maybe get like I think a friend of mine did get perfect score, but hopefully.
What? Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
You definitely should. I don't know what schools you're trying to aim for, but
like I'm trying to leave the country, so.
Oh, you don't want to stay here? Oh, come on.
Well, I want to stay here, but like Cambridge and Oxford are like really good schools. It's just harder to get in because
it depends on like what are you trying to get into? Like what degree?
Well, okay. Well, if I left the country for England, you have to I don't know if you know about like how to get into those schools, but you have to like
I heard about it, yeah.
Yeah, you have to pick your major and you can't switch it.
Yeah.
So you have to go through several interviews with experts in the field that you're trying to go into.
Yeah.
So, see, my amazing idea before I realized you couldn't switch your major was that I was going to get in either doing philosophy or theology, which are 2 of the easiest majors to get in for.
Yeah.
Because you just have to read a bunch of books and like know about. My family's really, really Christian, so my dad
you guys are too same.
Yeah, my dad went to a Christian college and he was a pastor, so like he can help me with that, and he majored in theology. So pretty much I was like chilling for that, but then I realized that no, you can't change your major. So I was like, I'm not gonna go to Cambridge just to study theology. Like, come on. So
I don't know. I don't. For me, I would rather. I mean, it's up to you. Like,
but I don't know. I was like, I mean that's kind of cool. I could do that if I really wanted to. But
you're really aiming for that though? Like you're aiming to go?
No, not for theology. No.
But
the only reason I would take that is because I want to do I want to be a part of entertainment, an entertainment attorney or like entertainment law.
Oh, that's good.
You can actually take, I think you can major in like musical studies there or musical history.
Yeah.
In Cambridge, and technically that would help me if I was dealing with musical artists.
Yeah.
So I guess you could say that was like, that's useful. Yep. But if I were to stay here, I'd double major in something that would help me in law school, and then I want to do mechanical engineering.
Yeah, if you want to do mechanical engineering, go to Cal Poly, which is a good school.
Okay.
I think you have good options because, like I said, you're good in like reading and math.
Yeah. So
So for me, if my suggestion, I would just stay here. If you go out of country, yeah, it's like I don't know. My sister did that as like for her PhD or her postdoc, and then I was like, she went to France, and I was like,
oh, see, that's why I'd want to go to England because at least like they speak English there.
It's not that bad, honestly. But like, but the thing is, like, when you come back, where are you gonna stay there for like a job? You know what I mean? Like,
no, I'd come back here for a job.
That's what I'm saying. And then if you're gonna do that, you might as well go to like the best school, like
that's
here
true.
in America.
That's very true.
And what is it to you? I mean, like if you go there, you're still honored a degree, but I would just like.
But it's like the only schools that I would go to that are out of the country is if I got accepted, if the low chance of me getting accepted into Oxford or Cambridge, just because they don't like English applicants because it's a harder process because they don't know apparently they don't look at our high school transcripts because it doesn't make sense to them.
So what do they do?
they solely, because they have like a test that all the students have to take at the end of the year that's not SAT.
They have
And that's how they look at the students' grades.
Yeah.
So pretty much if you try and get into Cambridge or Oxford,
Yeah.
they look at your SAT score or ACT score.
Yeah.
They have you come in and you talk to them and they ask you questions and stuff like that about your major. So they see what you know, and then they look at your AP classes.
Yeah.
So they kind of look more at what classes did you take in high school, and did they have anything to do with what you want to study now? Versus how, like, here in the US, they're more open to you figuring out what you want to do when you want to figure it out. Like England, they're like, if you don't know what you want to do, like,
you're not for. We don't want to talk to you.
Like, we don't want to talk to you.
I mean, for one, like that has its merit. Yeah, it's just good. It's a good thing that they want to like very, like strain or filter out who goes to their school.
Right. They just want to like make sure you know what you want to do and you're good at it.
And it like if like the interviews itself, I don't think it's that bad. So if you do get in, that's good. But yeah,
I saw mock interviews and those were scary. It was like, I looked at a computer, actually, I think it was like a engineering student, but it was like a student that already got in, but they did a mock interview. And he like gave her this toy and like asked her like how it worked and these things. And she literally had been in that college. She was a junior in college and she was so confused. She could not even give him an answer. She's like, I'm so sorry. I don't know.
That's not good.
And he was like, see, this is what we don't like to see. And I was like, oh.
Yeah. Interviews are so easy though. Honestly, like that's probably like if you're good. That's the thing I want to always explain to people. Like when you're trying to get your first job. Yeah. Is never get intimidated by your interview. There's sometimes if you go to like medical school as well, like MDs, they even because this is what my sister did. Like she wanted to do the MD thing. MD, PhD, whatever. Right. But she ended up doing a PhD instead, and because the MD was like harder, a pathway that's harder. Yeah. And I told her like she's not as like flamboyant, I guess, as me. Right. But like that's the thing, like you have to really teach yourself the people skills. Right. Because if you can't excel in like those questions, it doesn't matter how smart you are, right? Yeah. you need to be able to communicate like your ideas. Yeah, exactly. And then that's the thing that they always look for is, can you figure things out on the spot, stuff like that. Exactly. But I think you're good at that. So if you do get to an interview, just they won't ask you all these things, but then it's just, can you convince them that you're smart, Right, exactly. That's like the point. Yeah. But I'm just like, I want to at least apply to one school out of the US, just, for fun. Yeah. But if anything, I would want to do like a semester abroad if I just end up staying here. Oh yeah, that's another good option. Sure do a semester abroad, and it's actually easier to do a semester abroad as a person from the US, like with Oxford or Cambridge. Yeah. Because you're only there for a semester. Yeah. And by that time, you're already doing a semester abroad with like a subject that you like know that you want to do. So it's not as much of like the pressure as they give you over there. But the thing is that over there in England, because I have a lot of friends from there. Okay. That it's like the high school there, they already make you start preparing what you want to do in like the 8th grade. 8th grade, wow. Okay. Yeah. So it's like they already make you or kind of push you to take classes for the stuff that you want to do. Yeah. Instead of like I said, that's always a good thing. I would say, there's other countries besides that. Like there's other countries out there that are like at a higher level. I'm applying for University of Toronto. Yeah. They have a really good computer science department there. Oh, awesome. Okay. So that's like one of the reasons, and also Canada, kind of cool. So Canada itself, it's not bad. If you do, try to apply for those. I think you have all these like these AP classes anyways to like kind of back up whatever. If there's an interview, just make sure that you're wearing something professional. You're be prepared for every question that they may ask you.
Yeah.
And yeah, like in the end, if you get into all of them, that's always a good thing. You just choose the one that you're most
Exactly.
passionate about. You know, if you're passionate about, you can always accept. Doesn't really matter what school you get into and graduate in the end.
Yeah.
But like, you know, once you get that job,
Exactly.
yeah. But yeah, like I think you'll be fine. Like I said, you have all these different backgrounds. So
Yeah, and the good thing is that I found out like 2 weeks ago that if you ED for a school here
yeah,
and you apply to schools out of the US and you get into those schools out of the US, but you get into your ED,
yeah,
it's not, you can break the, it's not, you don't, it doesn't like, you technically didn't break the contract if
okay,
you accept an offer from a school out of the US instead of your early decision.
yeah.
They can't say that you broke the agreement because it's only an agreement for other schools in the US.
I see. Okay.
So it's like technically you're not locked in like in general. If I got into like University of Toronto, but then I early decision to like USC and I got into USC,
Yeah.
I don't have to take the USC offer. I can take the University of Toronto. I mean, I probably wouldn't. I would probably take USC, but if I took the Toronto one, they can't say that you like broke contract.
The good thing about USC is like you could do a lot of double majors. That's the one.
Exactly.
And I know like other public schools like CSU and UC, they don't allow that, which sucks.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like I actually had to for that, like it's like, oh, if you have this like degree already, you can't apply to the same level. I was like, why? Why can't you apply to the same level?
Yeah, what?
Yeah, I mean like it's always good to have multiple, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
But like, yeah, that's just the other thing. Yeah, if you're gonna, the thing is with USC, it's just very expensive.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if you have scholarship, that's good. If you
exactly.
do that.
I'm trying to get into colleges for golf because I'm really good at golf.
Oh yeah, you said
and
that. You're
women's golf is like kind of a big thing, especially in colleges, and not a lot of don't really have a lot of like good women's golfers in college.
Oh yeah.
So that's why like that usually gives good scholarships, as I've seen.
I see.
Yeah. So
yeah, that's good.
That's what we're hoping on.
Nah, I wouldn't worry so much. You're in a good track. Like as I've seen, I mean, AP Computer Science. You know, I mean, this class.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a credit, but I don't know if this is what you want to focus on, you know?
Yeah, I mean, next year I'm going to take AP Principles. I think you can take after you take Computer Science, but you have to take AP Computer Science first.
I see.
And then you get to take Principles. I'm not sure exactly what it is. My friend takes Principles.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so that's what I'm going to take after this one as my AP next year. And then I'm going to take, I think, Art History and AP Art History. And like an AP English, but I don't know what it's called. But it's like something with English.
Okay, yeah. AP English is pretty common as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
You should do those as much as you can. I mean, you know, like the more what my sister did is she pretty much took all her APs and then as like a freshman, like she was taking sophomore classes already.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's always good to do it like early and like attain all these like different credits.
Yeah.
At the same time, maybe you can do like a double major, like double bachelor.
It sucks because Brentwood doesn't allow you to take AP classes until you're a junior.
Yeah.
And except computer science, but they made sophomores and freshmen eligible for AP Computer Science this year. So even if I wanted to take it last year, I wouldn't have been able to because it was only you could only be eligible for it if you were a junior or a senior. But then this year they decided, oh, you know what? We're gonna be nice and give them. Yeah. And I was like, are you serious?
Yeah. I mean, everyone else then, you know, like your underclassmen will be.
But it's like there's only literally 2 sophomores in the class, but they're like brains.
Yeah.
They're like absolute brains, and then they're in math class with like juniors.
That's good.
The rest of the students are seniors in my class.
It's always good to like have that, you know, being ahead of the curve.
Yeah, exactly.
But as I said, I wouldn't worry so much for you because if you really want to be like the best in whatever it may be, then like you're in a good path. Just
be careful with like the schools that you pick, and it's the
Yeah.
ones that has a good alumni. And
Exactly.
and then I mean, in terms of cost, you have scholarships, so it's a good thing. I think
Right.
now, if you're going to grad school now as well, it's like easier because of
Yeah.
what's going on.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
yeah, okay. Anyways, let's go back to this.
Yes.
Okay. So, what other things did you want to highlight in here?
Yeah, okay. So the 3 types of logical Boolean expressions,
Yeah,
I got confused about this. I'm like,
Boolean variable or constant expression will. Oh yeah. So this Boolean variable or constant. This is a true or false one,
okay.
and then the expression with relational operator is. Do you remember the one where the equal? So if you go back to the one up top, the one with the equal, the relational one, these guys, yeah. So with this, you can compare whether a number, right, is equal like another number, or less than or equal to. This is another Boolean comparing them.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's
So
what that
it's
is.
like the equal, greater than, less than, etc.
Yeah, all that. And then this other one, the last one, the logical Boolean operators. These are the ones after. It's actually right there. The after this guy, this says and or.
And and okay. How would I I guess write these, because like for this one I know that you have to do
For the Boolean one, it's
bar.
yeah, that one, yeah. Declare it and then like assign it.
How do I put this one, the constant?
Constant itself would just be var, like, right? I mean, that's like true or false.
Yeah.
Isn't it just true or false?
Yeah. Constant's just like.
So
how would I declare this one when I'm using the rational operator or relational operators?
the relational ones, it's just a comparison. What you usually use it on is like numbers, integers, or floats.
Oh, but it's like I don't have to write something like this. It's like Boolean blank.
No, you don't have to. Well, what you will do is once you compare them, it will give you a Boolean though, right? Like when you do like 2 equal 2.
Yeah.
Like that's usually in the if-else statement. That's why you're able to run the if condition or the if code block, because whatever is inside there has to be true.
I want to look at this real quick. Okay. So I only have to declare this thing when it's like a variable.
Yeah, when it's a variable. They this relational operator thing is usually inside like an if condition. Like
okay.
after, yeah. So if you have and then this Boolean operator, you've seen this one. This is the one where you have you declare for all of this, you could technically declare a Boolean variable. Like if you think about 2 or 3, what it will give you is a Boolean variable, like either true or false, but it's just different ways of applying it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And then okay, this I have it on in my textbook, and I can open that real quick.
Okay.
143. No. I want to stay on the notes. Okay, there. Where are we? There we are. There. Okay. Let me do it here. AP. Click here to log back in. 143.
Okay.
This.
So let's see. The rule of precedence is the rule of precedence. Which one is that one?
Wait. Oh my gosh! What this thing gets in the way?
Order of precedence.
It's so order of precedence.
It's kind of like PEMDAS. Like go back to that one, the one that you're showing, the 140. So here, yeah, I would probably just copy this as a snippet of it. Can you snippet this and maybe put that in your notes?
Okay, wait. Oh. So I'm gonna
yeah, it's pretty much just the order of operations.
Okay. I'll do that later because it's gonna take me a fat minute. Okay.
Okay.
Then I already talked to him about that. Okay, nested if and else statements.
You've been doing this a lot. This is just when, okay, let me just like, when you have like the if else statements, you could put them inside each other, right? Like, so when you have if and then you put another if, but it's actually inside it. Yeah.
Okay.
And meaning when it's inside it, it's like inside the braces. So like the second if that you're putting inside the if is the first if has to be true in order for it to run. But if it's not nested, then they don't have to be true.
Like this.
Yeah, like, and it's inside that brace. And then so in order for the second if to run,
How would that work?
you would just, what do you mean how it would work?
Like when would I use that?
Oh, there's multiple times. Like when you, like, for example, if you want to do like, like for example, like a problem where it's saying like the first if has to be true. And they're probably gonna say this, like, oh, if this first if has to be true, then the next one has to be like a conditional that's contingent on the first if.
Okay.
It's kind of like De Morgan. I saw De Morgan prior to this. It's kind of like in statistics, when you're like, you can get B given A, something like that.
Okay.
So A has to be true in order for B to execute. So it's kind of like this. The second if has to will only execute if the first if is true. Otherwise, it won't run. Yeah, same with the else. So I don't know how they want you. Maybe just like know how to define it. I don't know how if they want you to like like actually explain what that is. This dangling else.
Yeah.
Let me think.
I wrote for some reason in my notes. I write notes a lot like on my notebook that I just like don't even know what they mean. I put no if attached.
No if?
No, yeah, no if attached.
Yeah, I'll probably do it. It won't run though. That's the thing, right? It won't run. So
then why is that like a thing?
I know that's the thing.
Why is there like a word for it if it won't do anything?
Let me think. Instead of
No, wait. I wonder if I'm in it, but it might be. Okay, short circuit evaluation. Okay. If else.
okay.
Nested if else. Okay, there has to be a thing about the dangling if else thing.
It's usually with the nested ones. So like if you know how like it depends on where you indented your else or where you place your else. Because like for example, this is
like
this right here. This right here is a good example of like a nested if and if else.
It's like if age is greater than is less than or equal to 25. If accidents surcharge, okay.
That has to be true, right? Like in order for your second to run. And then so this else right here, it has to be in the right place. If you place it in the wrong place, I think that's what it means to be dangling. That is always beware of the dangling else bug. Should I go back to that one? It says somewhere in the, where did I read it? It just said, oh, right there. Beware of the dangling else bug if nested if else statements. So let me see. If this, then that. Oh, I see. So this is what as I was saying, it is what it is. I guess they named it. Do you see the thing at the bottom?
Yeah.
Beware of the dangling else. That's what it is. So like depending on where your else is.
It's like a bug.
It's not really it's not really a bug. Like you just have to be aware. Like try and look at like what it says compiled as, on the right of the double forward slashes.
Yeah.
If you look at this is what it's gonna compile as, right? This is what, after writing the thing on the left.
Yeah.
If you want the thing on the left to run, you need to put in the else after the brace, the closing brace.
Right.
Does that make sense?
You'd have to put an open brace. An open brace here, closed brace here, then another open brace.
Yeah. So like if you want,
it'd have to be after the brace.
Yeah, and the else right there, the has to be
Else,
after you close
this would be after
that guy, yeah.
after this.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's just what that is.
Okay, so I can just technically put like else has to be put after closing brace.
If they ask you like an example, I would probably take a snippet of that.
Become a dangling else.
Yeah.
Like,
probably
if
yeah.
you know, I'm actually gonna do a similar thing to what they put, like else.
Okay.
It is less than 25, then like if
Okay.
I don't know what they just like.
Can you hold a sec, by the way, while you're doing this? I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Blank else blank then closing brace if opening brace single.
All right, I'm back. All right.
Okay.
So what did you write?
I just literally wrote like, I'm just gonna put blanks for all of this, so it's just like very like.
Okay. What I would the best thing is you know how you could take a snippet, same thing with the other one, just take a snippet of your textbook.
I can't. It won't let me.
Oh, it can't. It doesn't let. Do you guys have like can you do a screenshot?
Oh yeah, I could do a screenshot.
I know Windows has a thing where you could take a snippet. So that like in case they ask you to create, you know, what it is easy, but if they ask you to like give an example, then at least you have that.
And I'm actually gonna go back to 143 and take a photo of this.
Okay, so that's good.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this out and I'll put a picture. And then let me remember, so I can put a picture here. Okay. And then that's.
Okay, there's an order for all the character values. Yeah, so just remember it's like order of precedence, kind of similar.
Okay.
Just know that the numbers will be, I guess, first and then capitals and lowercase, yeah.
Okay. And then
try look in your textbook if there's like an example for that.
Okay. Not here, not here, not here, not here. No. So else's. This is some type of lab. No, still another.
Is it possible to do like a search?
Oh my gosh, I've tried doing searches on this and it just doesn't
work too much. Oh my goodness.
Doesn't do anything. It'll give you like the word, but like in like a page, it's like 200 pages after.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I would probably. It's not really that important, but like it's just knowing. Maybe when you sort it, I don't know if that's the case where you guys have to sort something, like which one comes first. Like they'll give you like 2 characters or 3 or whatever.
Yeah.
And then because that's what it says.
He like did a thing that it was like one of the questions was like put this in like order from like biggest to smallest.
Yeah, exactly. It's a sort thing. So I would probably do like.
Yeah. So this one's like.
So that less than thing does have its value. Okay. So what I would probably do is like if it's a character, just remember this, like numbers will be less than capital letters, obviously.
Yeah.
And then like give an example. maybe there's like 1 and 3, you know, write an example. 1, 2, capital B, and then C and Q. Put it here, and then they like, sort them the way, if it's ascending or descending, whatever order.
B, yeah, B.
And then you can just refer back to it.
So it would be like 1, 2.
If it's least, right? If it's least, would be
Yeah, if it's least to greatest.
C, B, and D.
B, D.
Yeah.
Does it matter what order I put like the B and D and the 1 and 2? Could I put 2, 1?
It's still gonna be within itself, the character. It's still gonna be whatever the value is. So like B comes before D, 1 comes before
Okay.
D.
So
If it's like
least to greatest.
yeah. So ascending and then descending. You should put the descending one as well.
Yeah. Maybe this, I don't know why this one's like double, a single. There. Okay.
So you've seen something like this before then? Like they've asked you something. Okay. Okay, that's fair. You know how to do that now.
And then pretty much all the rest of this I'm good with.
Okay, that's good.
I'm good.
So I guess my final thing is just do as much. I mean, you've read through like the textbook, right? For chapter 5, whatever.
Yeah, I was just gonna do some of the AP classroom things. I'll send you the ones.
Oh yeah, that one.
I'll probably get wrong.
Yeah.
I'll send you the ones that I get wrong.
Okay.
Like in 30 minutes.
Okay, I'll take a look at those and I'll send it to you as soon as I can. And then
yeah, perfect.
For your exam, like I said, just make sure you have like the Dr. Java set up.
Yeah.
And then like have this with you and fill this out more. Maybe with the time that you have, just like fill it out with other things from the textbook.
Okay.
That you think like, you know, just kind of search there and like, oh, what do you think he's gonna give me in the exam?
Right.
You know, kind of like that. And then like maybe like after that, just repeat. Like go through this and then kind of like repeat to yourself like, okay, this, and then I guess the final thing is like just continue coding. Maybe do some coding problems, like redo your homeworks.
Yeah.
And try to do them from scratch if you have time.
Okay.
Because then it will give you like the ability to kind of correct yourself while you're writing and not just memorizing. Cool.
Okay, perfect.
All right, good luck on your thing and like please let me know.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, have a good one.
Okay.